it's Damon with Robbins Investment Group. Let's settle the debate once and for all. Can the big smasher beat the dink shot in pickleball? Time to find out. So, which one do you think is better? The powerful and intimidating big smasher, or the sneaky and precise dink shot? Well, in this video we're going to break down the rules of each shot and figure out which one comes out on top. When it comes to pickleball, two shots stand out from the rest: the big smasher and the dink shot. The big smasher is all about power and aggression, while the dink shot is about finesse and strategy. So how do you choose between the two? Do you go for the shot that's going to blow your opponents away, or the one that's going to leave them guessing? One of the biggest dilemmas in pickleball is deciding when to go for power and when to go for finesse. On one hand, the big smasher can be a game changer when you're facing off against a weaker opponent. Just crush the ball and watch them struggle to return it. But on the other hand, the dink shot can be a master stroke when you're facing off against a more skilled opponent. Just drop the ball softly over the net and watch them struggle to react in time. The problem is, the big smasher requires a lot of strength and technique. If you don't have the power and control to back it up, you're going to end up hitting the ball out of bounds or into the net. And the dink shot requires a lot of precision and strategy. If you don't time it just right, you're going to end up giving your opponents an easy shot to return. But what if you're caught in between? You've got the power to smash the ball, but you also want to be able to finesse it over the net. That's where shot selection comes in. Knowing when to go for the big smasher and when to go for the dink shot. It's all about reading the game and making the right call at the right time. When it comes to different game scenarios, the big smasher and the dink shot have their own strengths and weaknesses. For example, if you're playing near the net, the dink shot is usually the way to go. It's harder for your opponents to react in time, and you can use the soft bounce to your advantage. But if you're playing back at the baseline, the big smasher might be the better choice. You've got more time to generate power and speed, and you can use that to overwhelm your opponents. On the other hand, if you're facing off against a team that's got a strong net game, the big smasher might not be the best choice. They're going to be ready for it, and they'll be able to block it or return it easily. But if you're facing off against a team that's got a weaker backcourt game, the big smasher could be a game changer. It's all about reading the game and making the right adjustments. So, which shot do top pickleball players prefer? Well, it's not a clear-cut answer. Some players love the power and aggression of the big smasher, while others prefer the finesse and strategy of the dink shot. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd say that most top players prefer the dink shot. It's just so versatile and effective in so many different situations. Of course, the key to success is not just about choosing one shot over the other. It's about having a solid understanding of when to use each one. The big smasher has its advantages, but it's not always the best choice. And the same goes for the dink shot. It's all about shot selection and strategy. So, there you have it. The big smasher versus the dink shot. Which one do you think is better? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're looking for more advanced pickleball strategies, be sure to check out our other videos.